Hey worship leader, welcome back. Now if you've been around this channel since last year, you may remember that I had a kidney transplant in 2019. I followed up that huge surgery with a couple of other surgeries, and needless to say, it was an eventful year. And one of the results of that, besides the fact that I have a good working kidney, thank you Jesus, thank you Kyle, was that I could no longer lift my heavy rig. I used to have an old wooden salvage custom pedal board with the sturdiest, most heaviest flight case known to man. That thing was heavy. So all of that put me on a mission to put together a rig that suited all my needs, but was as light as it could possibly be. And as you probably know, I discovered the Line 6 HX Stomp and I realized how awesome it was, and I put together a mini MIDI pedal board around it. There it is, you can see it. I love that pedal board. And you can go check out all those videos if you haven't seen them, and there's gonna be many more because I believe that piece of gear can really help worship leaders. And if you're new here, that's what this channel is all about. My name is Jimmy Cooper and I created Hey Worship Leader to be a resource for you. We talk about all things worship ministry. We talk about how to lead your teams well, how to pastor your people. We also talk about gear because gear is fun, but it can also be daunting, whether you're trying to figure out a new piece of gear or you're trying to just make the best, wisest decision on what to purchase. Whatever it is, I'm here to help you. And today we're going to be talking about a pedal board option that might be good for you by a company called GHOSTFIRE. Now I'm going to say up front that GHOSTFIRE did not sponsor this video. I'm going to share my honest thoughts and opinions about this pedal board. But David from GHOSTFIRE did send all this stuff for free, and so that's good news for you because I'm going to be doing a huge giveaway. Now I was going to be doing this giveaway around Christmas, but some other things have transpired, and if we wait just a little bit longer, it's going to be so much sweeter. It's going to be huge. So in order not to miss out on any of that, make sure you are subscribed to this channel and follow the link below so you can become an HWL insider. So you can get access to stuff early, you get free stuff from time to time, and you just have an all-around happier life. I'm just kidding. You can also find me over on Instagram if that's your thing, but I think now is the time to get into the video. So the question I wanted to answer today in this video is this a viable option for you? Is this a pedal board that you should think about getting? And if it is, what are those reasons? Because if you're like me and you're trying to make a purchase and you're gonna be spending money and you're investing in something, you wanna be able to compare and make the right decision. Well, first let's see what we're talking about. We're actually looking at a flat board, a flight case, and a soft case. We have the soft case here. We're gonna look at that in a minute. We have the flight case here and the pedal board is inside. Now when you open it up, you get some zip ties and zip tie mounts along with some keys for the flight case so you can lock it up and protect your pedals. It also comes with a roll of each side of the hook and loop Velcro stuff. Now if you know me, I prefer dual lock. You've seen it on all my videos. I don't think I'll ever go back to Velcro, but that's just my opinion. Anyways, we're gonna be considering 3 features today to see if this is a right purchase for you. And the first feature to consider is price, right? If you're like me, you wanna know the price up front. I always have people telling me the benefits of a product or something, but I'm like, hey, just let me know how much it costs. That way I can filter through everything you're saying with the price. So first up is the flat board. Here it is. Oh yeah, you get some stickers as well. GHOSTFIRE swag, stuff we all get. And here's what the board looks like. It's nice and thin. It's got these really cool aluminum handles on it. It's got an aluminum frame around it. It's also got these little feet on the bottom, even one in the middle. So in case you're putting your weight on your pedals, which you are because you're stepping on them. Now this flat board here is 17 by 12.5 inches. It's riveted. I think it said hand riveted on the website. The price of this is $76.80. Next we have the flight case. It's this big. The dimensions are 18.5 by 14, is nice and sturdy. We'll look at all that. It's got a foam insert. It cost $134.79 on the website. And then we have the soft case. It's 18 by 14. This runs $76.80 as well. It has a zipper. It has this cool little thing in here where you can actually clip your board to it so it doesn't wiggle around in there when you're carrying it around. It also has this strap here, which I think might like slide onto a guitar bag or something. I'm not sure. Most people probably know what this is for, but I've never seen this. But maybe it just slides on your guitar like this. I think if you have a guitar bag or a guitar case, it's thin, maybe that would slide in there. I don't know. Anyways, you have options. It also has this other zipper area with some storage in here, and you get like the long strap that hooks to these metal clips. So with the flat board, the flight case, and the soft case, if you add all that up, that comes to $288.39 if you get all three. Now, if you don't know how much stuff should cost, let's do a quick comparison with my personal stuff. I have the Mono pedal board, Mono Lite Plus from Mono Creators. That pedal board alone cost $129. I also have a soft case. It's called the Club Accessory 2.0, and this bag cost $149. So if you're doing the math, that's $278 for those two. So if you think about it, $278 for my board and soft case, $288 for a soft case, pedal board, and a flight case. So for $10 more, you also get a flight case with GHOSTFIRE. So that kind of helps put it into perspective. Now these two pedal boards are different shapes, but I think they're about the same size. And we're actually gonna look more closely at size coming up in a bit. But back to the price, all those prices I shared with you come straight from the website, but because you're watching this video, you get an even sweeter deal than what's on the website. If you follow the link below and use the code HeyWorshipLeader at checkout, you get an extra 10% off on your entire order. And it doesn't just apply to their pedal boards. If you've seen my other videos, you know I love their solderless patch cable kit. They also have a variety of other cables. They also have the little switch toppers. You can click the link, go shopping, go check it out. Now for one more comparison, I went to the website of Get Off My Case. It's a company that I heard about on the Rig Doctors YouTube channel. And what's cool is you can just put in the custom dimensions and it'll give you an immediate quote. So I put in 17 by 12.5 and that ended up being 48 cents a square inch, which if you add that up, that ends up being $102 for the flat board. So about $15 more than the GHOSTFIRE. And for the flight case, it's on sale right now for $250. It's like originally $375. But this case is more like the case that I had that I was talking about at the beginning of the video. It's a very sturdy, big, heavy case with wheels. Which brings us to our second feature to consider, and that's weight. Now, if you're traveling all the time, you're probably gonna wanna sacrifice weight for something strong, heavy duty, and sturdy. But I'm usually talking to worship leaders who are most likely not picking up and flying out to the church they're serving at every single weekend. But we are packing up our stuff all the time, and so we need something like what the website says about their flight case. It says, GHOSTFIRE flight case is perfect if you're in the need of an affordable, check, hard case, check, that is both lightweight, check, and tough enough to protect your life investment. Check, 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 check. It says it has a lightweight, sleek design, hand-riveted mechanical fasteners, and a detachable top and bottom case. Now that last line intrigues me. I've seen the detachable cases where the flat board is the bottom. You just pick the top off, the flat board's the bottom, and all your pedals are there. But I don't know the benefit of having a detachable lid if you still have to take the pedal board out to use it. Plus, the way it seems natural to put the pedal board in is in the thick part. Like this is thicker than the top. You put your pedal board in there. And so it's thick, you still have to take it out to be able to reach your pedals. Now it does detach easily. You just push to one side and it comes off like this. Now this is the top of the case. It's got the name on it, but if it were the bottom, I guess, you could put the board in it and then it's a lot thinner, so then maybe you could reach your pedals. Let's see what some pedals look like. I have a volume pedal. Oh, I also have this. Quick commercial break. This is the Specular Reverb version 3. I love this reverb, but I have another reverb that's MIDI now and I don't need this. This is perfectly good, mint condition, comes with the box, stickers. I've had this thing on Facebook Marketplace for over a month and I've lowered the price down to $195, which is an excellent deal, by the way. I can't find another one that cheap, because I was just wanting to unload it and give somebody a good deal, and no one wants this. So if you're watching this video and you want this, let me know. If you're in the market for a great reverb that has 8 banks, presets, 7 different algorithms, and even has an expression or tap insert here with the 3.5 millimeter plug, yeah, let me know. But you can see how thick that is. I mean, you could reach it. So I guess you could leave it in there, but like I said, this is the top. It feels weird putting it in the top, not the bottom. I don't know, it just seems backwards. So I don't know the benefit, but maybe there is, and I'm overlooking it, and I'm just got the camera on and I can't think. I'm not saying there's no benefit, I just don't know what it is. So if you do, let me know down in the comments, drop a comment, let me know, educate me. The soft case seems to be about the same. It's not the best quality compared to my mono case, but it's also half the price. That's huge when you're trying to find something that protects your gear and you don't want to shell out all that money. Most of us just need somewhere to throw our pedal board, keep our wires from being exposed, be able to easily grab and go, and this thing definitely does that. All right, the third feature we need to cover is its shape. Now, as far as the review is concerned, that part's over, but I wanted to do a little test. I wanted to see if I could fit all the pedals from my pedal board right here. This seems to be smaller, and see if we can fit them all on here. Can we? Well, let's find out. Well, hold on a second. I am not rewiring this whole board just so we can find out. Sorry to disappoint you. But I did come up with a really good plan B. Sorry, Rhett. I made cutouts with the exact right dimensions. This is a flawless plan. I have all my pedals. I have the HX Stomp. I have 2 other Stomps. This is my reverb, my overdrive, the Jet MCX MIDI controller, my Comp IQ by Becos Effects, compressor, my MIDI box that's under my board. We have my power supply, DC7 that's under the board. And then for fun, I also made a Strymon size pedal because, face it, a lot of you guys have Strymon pedals. So the first obvious thing about flat boards is that you can't put anything under it, which means anything that would be under another kind of pedal board like mine, which is the power supply and the MIDI box, needs to go on top. You also are gonna have to have a pretty clean, thought out cable management plan because now all your cables are gonna be seen. I just moved my hand a lot. Now I actually like the look of a really well done flat board when all the cables are lined up perfectly and everything's nice and clean. It's really an art. So I just mentioned that because that's something to consider when thinking about what kind of pedal board you're gonna get. All right, let's see if all my pedals fit on here. All right, first we have the HX Stomp. That's a good looking Stomp. Put that right down there. Then we have our Jet MCX. Now I'm not gonna push these real close together because we have the effects loop here that we're gonna have to get in. One of the things I notice on Pedal Playground when people share their pedal board ideas is that they always cram their pedals way too close together. You can see here how much space is needed to get all the stuff in there. You can't cram your pedals too close together anyways. So I'm gonna try to space these out in a realistic way. We have my mini compressor. Let's just say that goes right there. We'll call this my Jet Revelation reverb. We'll put that right there. Also have my Broken Arrow overdrive here. That looks nice. Let's put that up here. I'm using the Chalks DC7 power supply and I kept this size because I'm using all 7 of mine. I got 2 for the Stomp, 1 for the IQ, overdrive, reverb, MIDI box, and the Jet MCX. So I need all of this. We could put this here, we might be able to put it here, but if you look at the DC7, you still have to have room on both ends for these cables to go in and out. So that might not fit best there. Maybe we have enough room, maybe not. We could scoot this down to here. That might work there. And then we have our MIDI box. So if we were to put this up here, we could probably fit the MIDI box right there. And with all the cables, that's pretty much it. But I wanted to see if we could get this Strymon on there as well. So let's take off our overdrive for a second. I think if we moved the power supply over here, and because the power supply and the MIDI box are pretty thin, I think you could, and I've seen this done on other boards, you could put the MIDI box on top of the power supply and save some space. Then you might be able to fit your Strymon pedal up here, your Timeline, your Big Sky, or your Mobius up there, and then we could just see if this will fit somewhere. We could put this here maybe. And maybe put the Comp IQ there. I don't know, what do you think? You think it would work? I think it could work. All right guys, what'd you think? Is this something that you would buy? I think given the size, the price, and the weight, this is a good option. Remember, if you do any shopping at GHOSTFIRE, use the code HeyWorshipLeader to get an extra 10% off. Be on the lookout for some other videos. Make sure you like this video, share, subscribe, do all the things, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.